it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire.
I am over the moon excited to share with you today's video. It's time to pack, and you're probably thinking, where are you going? Well, I'll tell you here soon. I thought it would be really fun and helpful to kind of share with you how I'm packing for a 5-day getaway with having very little idea of the overall plans and itinerary, because I did not book this trip. This is technically a work trip. And although our schedule / itinerary had a few things in it, I didn't know what kind of would happen. So clothes, food, everything like that, kind of overpacked. But as someone who eats plant-based and mostly gluten-free, I talked about it a couple of videos ago, I have started to add a few gluten items back in, and my tummy's been fine. So fingers crossed it stays that way. I don't have celiacs. I always try to remind people of that. I just have an allergy, or my tummy just gets crazy upset. Anyways, as far as packing goes, I brought a lot of snacks because airport snacks are expensive. And then I had enough snacks, like breakfasty items, to also last me throughout the week. If I wanted to go for a run, I could eat a snack if we went out to breakfast, or in between lunch and dinner if I knew we were going out to eat for both, which we went out to eat a lot. But we also had food at the house, and I'm excited to share that with you too. So this is a work trip, so I'm packing my computer, my cameras. I ended up leaving my big Canon at home because I didn't have a case to put it in, and I was kind of worried. It's like first time traveling with that one, and I was like, let's just leave it at home. I can bring my Mark II and I'll be fine. But I did overpack a lot, and you'll see with my suitcase, oh my gosh, I'm already an overpacker. Like, we can go down to the strip for one night and I'll bring 7 outfits because in case I change my mood. And I know that's really weird because even like my friends think so because I'm so minimal overall. But I feel like when I go somewhere, I have so much anxiety that I have to bring everything I own with me. Clearly in the suitcase, that's too many clothes for 5 days. It's almost all the clothes that are in my closet. I'm not even kidding you. All the clothes I would wear in a regular month, I just packed them all, and I was like, well, I don't really know what the plans are. I don't know if we're going to a nice dinner. What if we go bowling? We might go hiking. And the thing is I didn't know if I had access to a washer and dryer. So if I were to run or work out in the morning and then also go hiking that day, that would be 2 workout outfits I would have used that I wouldn't be able to wash. So hopefully that makes sense, and you're not looking at this thinking I'm a crazy person. My husband thinks I'm a crazy person when I pack, but again, I'm an overthinker, overanalyzer. I'm a scheduler, and basically I was letting someone else take the ropes for this trip, and I just showed up. And I will say proudly, I wore almost all my clothes because my thoughts were right. I did have multiple changes of workouts and hiking and stuff that I needed to use. So this is day 1, and I did have some oatmeal this morning before we went to the airport. I did get a workout in, and then at the airport, honestly, it was really easy to find something to eat. This was like a quinoa marinated spinach salad. The spinach wasn't great. I just don't love raw spinach unless it's like coated in like a nice dressing. Otherwise, it's just not my favorite. Got a Lenny and Larry's pumpkin cookie at the airport. My husband got that for me. Worth the tummy ache because they're amazing. And then we landed in California. So beautiful. It's so green. So it's like desert Mediterranean green. Look at this lemon tree. Picked one of those that day. This is the house that I'm staying at. I will share more sneak peeks in a little bit. I'm going to give you a full house tour. But this is actually the next morning. I realized I didn't get any more clips of what I ate. I'm not sharing everything I ate on the road trip or traveling, just what I could remember to get, because it's like a lot for 5 days. So this is the views from my run in the morning. Oh my gosh, it was so freaking beautiful. I wanted these clips to always remember like how crisp that morning was and how beautiful it was. Here is our sandwich from lunch. I think this was lunch. I'm not even gonna pretend I don't know which meal is which. It did have some avocado in it, which surprisingly didn't upset my stomach. Avocado and nuts, I have like mild allergic reactions to. Now we're into the next day, and we got coffee and meeting the girls, and we went to the farmer's market, and I had so much fruit. We purchased a lot of fruit. We got to try a lot of fruit I've never had before. Oh, it was just so fun. I saw a lot of gluten-free and vegan options. I even purchased a meal, this right here. It was like a Mediterranean potato salad. It was so good. It inspired me to try to make one similar to it. And you'll see that soon here on my channel. We love the beach. We always thought we would move as far west coast as possible. Unfortunately, it's just really expensive. So we ended up within like driving distance to the beach, and we're very happy with that. So my husband and I went to lunch this day, and I just wanted to point out on almost every single menu, I could find fruit, fresh fruit, and potatoes, always. And I don't care if they're fried in oil when I'm traveling. That's not a big deal to me. You can always ask, hey, can you not put any oil or butter on them? I've done that before, no big deal. I usually just ask like, hey, is it in butter? Because a lot of times they'll use grass-fed butter, and I'll just say, oh, I'd rather have it in oil. And they're like, oh, no big deal. Also, a Volkswagen van is like my dream car. So I saw a whole bunch of them and I had to take photos. So this is in the Dana Point Harbor. Oh my gosh. To wake up to this every single morning would be a dream. Just look at the blue everywhere. And we saw a lot of these little guys. I tried to take a lot of video clips of them without scaring them, but they're just so sweet. They're just so precious. Love them to death. I'm losing track of what day it is, but it's time for me to quickly get ready, and then I'm going to share with you a house tour. This house was amazing. I will also link all of my favorite makeup items down below. Last time I did that in a What I Eat in a Day, you guys really appreciated it. I use very budget-friendly makeup. I don't use anything expensive. I like makeup. You don't have to like makeup. Everybody has their personal preferences. I like to tell people, like, okay, over on Instagram, sometimes people be like, you shouldn't wear makeup. Your skin is so beautiful. Cool. That's like telling someone you shouldn't wear pants, you should wear dresses. Like, it's kind of the same thing. It's preference, right? I like wearing makeup. I know a lot of you like wearing makeup. And it was kind of appropriate that I was eating breakfast while I was putting on my makeup. So I was sharing that with you. These Go Macro bars, so good. If I didn't tell you already, I got all my snacks for this trip just at Trader Joe's. So nothing crazy. You can also get them on Amazon if you don't have a Trader Joe's near you. They're a little bit cheaper. But I like Trader Joe's because I can get like a variety of a bunch of different kinds. And they're pretty inexpensive. Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome to Laguna Beach. I have always wanted to say welcome to Laguna Beach because I grew up in the era of watching, Laguna Beach on MTV. Let me know if you guys did too. No shame in my TV game. So here's the room I was staying in. So cute. It was like the cute room of all of them. It's fine. The kitchen is everything. This is a 1960s house with an original kitchen. They end up swapping, they said the countertops, the refrigerator, and they put in a dishwasher. The cabinets, oh my gosh, how thoughtful. I wish I should have went through and shared with you the cabinets and how thoughtful they were, the woodwork. They were super custom. I mean, so many options were in that kitchen that I wish were in mine. Everything's very mid-century modern. And I know you guys really love mid-century modern as much as I do, so I had to take a quick house tour. It was just so beautiful and minimal. Very beach vibe, very 60s, very California. Oh, I loved it. Plus, the best part is it had the original stovetop and oven. You guys, I was so excited. I was pumped. And Green Chef actually sent us a ton of meals for everybody in the house so we could cook in this kitchen, and all of us were super excited. Yes, there's a ton of alcohol in this kitchen. I'm sure you noticed that by now. Alcohol and Green Chef, what else does one need for a beach stay vacation? Honestly, the best part about this whole trip was the fact that I got to cook in this kitchen thanks to Green Chef. If you haven't heard of Green Chef, where have you been? They have been here on my channel for the past year. Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic company with options for every single lifestyle. Doesn't matter if you want keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, or gluten-free, they have an option for you. Green Chef supports your healthy lifestyle with pre-portioned, easy-to-follow recipes delivered right to your door. Yes, even on vacation. It's never been easier to hit your wellness goals. Whether you're looking for carb-conscious, gluten-free, plant-based, or calorie-conscious options, or you just want to have delicious, balanced dishes, Green Chef has flavorful recipes that are sure to satisfy. Green Chef's always changing variety of easy to follow recipes means there's something new to discover each week, so you never get bored. Like I said, Joe and I have been using Green Chef for over a year, and so to be able to have the opportunity to have it while we were on vacation was just so fun. We use it a lot for date nights. I share with you guys all the time. It was our option on our debt-free journey, and because we love them, we still use them. Honestly, this past week, before we went on this trip, I had Green Chef delivered and I didn't step foot in a grocery store, and it made my life so stress-free because, as you know, I do work full-time plus, and just taking one thing off my to-do list for a busy week ahead made my life so simple. Use my code Miranda135 to get $135 off across 5 boxes plus free shipping on your first box. Go to greenchef.com for more details. up leaving the house one day early so I could spend one evening with my husband who was in town. I was like, please come just in case, like I have some downtime, I can see you. And he took me to the rooftop bar that was in his hotel, and they had a lot of like plant forward options. I am so impressed by the fact that like everywhere I went, I had an option. And I think that's something that's really scary to a lot of people who are new to a plant-based diet, maybe new to a vegan diet. They feel like they can't go out to eat, especially if you're gluten-free. You can't go out to eat. You can't find anything. You can ask for things. And there's pita on this plate. I didn't end up eating it. My husband did, but the hummus was really great. So I had some veggies, some olives. I asked for extra veggies, and it was perfect. And then the best part, because honestly, I'm not even here for the food. I'm here for the sunshine. I'm here from the beaches. I'm here for the water. We went down to the beach. We just had to cross the street, and this was a very different beach than when we were in San Diego in April, which I didn't film that trip. I was going to, but it ended up being like a couple's getaway, and I just decided, you know what? I don't need to film my whole life. This is more of a work trip, so I don't mind filming it. These beaches were so different. They're very rocky, and the waves were like really robust versus San Diego was really chill and really calm, but the water was still so cold. But like, look how beautiful this is. Everybody's just so happy in the water. I hope this brings you so much peace and contentment watching these clips. I thought I'd share with you another quick get ready with me, just a different vibe. I had a ran this morning, and then we changed, went to the beach, and I came back and put on some makeup. And then we went down and had breakfast. And again, I had a lot of options. I could have done oatmeal. I could have done potatoes, fruit. If you were able to eat gluten, you could do like bagels, English muffins. There was a lot of options. But I did potatoes and fruit. And I ended up doing the like unlimited option because I was really hungry this day. And I noticed when I travel, because it's kind of sporadic, right? We're eating on the go, we're eating at restaurants, we're taking snacks with us. It's just not as, I guess, scheduled as my normal weekly life is. Like every day during the week, I eat at basically the same times. I make my food ahead on the weekends and I eat. So I end up getting the unlimited option. And I had a lot. It was really, really delicious. Again, the potatoes had olive oil on them. I'm cool with that. And I'm sure if you guys were traveling and were like, hey, I don't want that, because maybe you are really watching what's on your plate, you could say, hey, could you leave it off? People are really cool with it, especially chefs. If you're really, really nice to them, they're like so happy that you're eating their food. They're happy to cook for you. So they're usually good with it. Their fruit was amazing. So, so good. And it was just a really nice brunch option. And it was just like the perfect way to end the last day at the beach.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
My last couple meals before we went to our Halloween party this evening, which I didn't get any clips of, but I did share a couple of things over on my Instagram stories. I had a snack bar at the airport, and then we did order some fries. I'm not even sure what the white sauce was, but I didn't have any because I don't like many sauces. As you know, I don't like a lot of flavor with my food. But thank you so much for coming along with me on this trip. I hope you really enjoyed the peace and serenity and the views. And if anything, you were entertained and you had some ideas in case you have a trip coming up, and it kind of gave you some peace of mind to know, hey, It's not that big of a deal. You'll be able to find something on any menu. And if you eat a little off track of your normal plan, you can get right back to it when you get home.